Hello everybody, this is class 14 Digital Signature, Computing in Molecular Biology and Genetics 1. My name is Andres Aravena. Do I have your homework? When you send me your homework, how do you know that I got your homework? How can we verify that we have the same file? Maybe I change it, maybe you change it, maybe someone changed it. How can we be sure that nobody changed it and do it in a way that we don't show the content of the file? This and several other important questions can be solved with what we call digital signature. We have to say that digital signatures are not the picture of your handwritten signature. Instead, they are a mathematical formula, a unique number that identifies the document. This number is also called a digest or a hash. The basic idea is this. You have an input, and for every input, you calculate a value that has a fixed length, and it has this encoding. And basically, every time you change every one letter or you change the order of letters, you add or delete one letter, the result will be very different. The input of this function, the MD5 hash function, is a file, all the characters of the file. The output is the digest. The same input will always produce the same digest. Different inputs produce different digests. Well, there is a small chance that two different inputs will produce the same digest, but the probability is very, very small, and we essentially think that doesn't happen. In fact, actually people use other functions besides MD5 that are even more powerful, but for our class we will be happy with MD5. If anything in the input file changes, the digest will change. Even if the file changes a little, the digest will change a lot. Now, how can you validate? After you send your homework or your exam, I will send you back an email with the hash, the digital signature of the file you send me. If you want to verify if the file is the same, you can go to a website like Online MD5 or any other service that you may find on Google. The evaluation in this case is using your computer. You should not worry. The file is not going to the internet. So the website looks like this. You ignore the publicity. You can choose a file. For example, here I have a homework, and I will choose this file, and immediately you see the digital signature. There are others, as you see, but right now we are using MD5. Later we may use either this or this one, but as you see, they are longer. So to make our life simpler, we will only using the MD5. After you send your file, you can tell the same file attached to your email and compare with the one that you get in the email that I send you. Sometimes I publish all the signatures of all the documents. If they have the same value, if the signatures are the same, we are sure that you and I have the same file, and we don't need to show the content to anybody. There is an application that you may be aware is useful in science. Imagine that you are working on a project and you have an idea, or you have a document or some data that you want to prove that you have, but you don't want to make it public. So you have a proof of existence of some data. What people do is that you calculate the MD5 or any kind of digest of your data, and you publish it. You can publish in a newspaper that you have to keep. You can publish on Facebook, or you can publish anywhere that you can look back and show the date of the digest. Essentially, that shows that you have a given file in a given time. Later, you can show that you have the same file. You can calculate the MD5, and you will show that you have the file in the correct time. That is the base, by the way, of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin.